Second Cup, brought to you by the Nickel Plate. Sit, sip, savor, and shop.
Hi, everyone. Good morning to you. It's 8 o'clock on the start of your Monday morning. Glad you're with us to start the day. If you were watching Channel 7 just moments ago and you heard me screaming, "Hi, Miss Sheila!"
Hi, Sheila!
It was because we got Sheila Brown in the house today, one of my favorite guests and one of my favorite people in Western New York. So, who knew my mic was even on? But needless to say,
I did because I heard you, and then I'm waving like a crazy person. But yeah.
Gotta love it. TV 101, right? They say always pretend or always think that your mic is hot.
It's the fun behind the
Rookie
scenes.
moves.
Yeah.
Glad you're with us. Hope you had a good weekend. Did you do anything fun?
Yeah, went to the cute little fall festival at the Richardson Olmsted complex. Adorable. Walked around, enjoyed the little sights there.
Okay.
Watched Beetlejuice for the first time ever.
How was that?
My husband picked a Halloween movie, and he said something about Beetlejuice. I was like, I've never even seen that. And he's like, you've never seen it? Oh, my God.
I actually have never seen it either, for what it's worth.
We were just talking about it in the newsroom the other day because the next movie's come out. Never seen it before. And I mean, it's a very 80s. You can appreciate that. It's got Alec Baldwin in it, Gina Davis, Winona Ryder. What's her name from Schitt's Creek and Home Alone? Catherine O'Hara, thank you. So big stars.
Love her.
Interesting concepts.
I just got into it.
It's not really my cup of tea. It's not really my cup of tea, but that's okay. It is for a lot of people.
We had a rough Buffalo Bills and Sabres weekend. Obviously, a lot of watch parties, too, in downtown Buffalo because they were in Prague. Bills lost yesterday in a heartbreaking loss. And I'll be honest with you, I was so glad that I did not watch that game yesterday because I feel like I would have had a lot of stress in my life.
I can tell you there was questionable action at the end of the fourth quarter. And I think a lot of people have a lot of questions about why the Bills did what they did. And I think they're going to get those questions today.
Sean McDermott really not answering a lot of questions. Needless to say, as you mentioned, people are going to be asking for answers.
Yeah.
Hey, we're just getting some breaking news into the newsroom this morning about a fire in what appears to be a Cheektowaga apartment complex. Now learning that 8 people have been forced out of their home. 8 apartments are affected here. 10 people forced out of their home. This is on Mako and William Street. In Cheektowaga. So not really clear about what exactly happened here. We do have a photographer at the scene. This happened hours ago, and we are just hearing about it now.
So as he gets more information, he'll be bringing it to us. He's shooting some video out there right now, too. So we'll make sure to follow up on that for you guys.
Linda says at halftime, I put on my Buffalo Sabres shirt, but not my Sabres pants. I wear both for the next game. Okay, fair enough. Maybe that's the superstitious nature of us here in Western New York. Yeah. Bonnie says, horrible about Josh. Well, what exactly happened to Josh? He had a head injury
of some hit, and then when he was hit, he went down and he hit his head on the ground. And so that always makes you nervous. Then he went into the blue tent. And I always say, like, oh, the blue tent, here it comes.
So my sister, I was in Toronto yesterday for the High Rocks competition where athletes from across the country and around the world participate in this really high intensity workout. Let me be clear, I was not one of them. I was there as a cheerleader. And it was super fun. We had a great time. But my sister's texting me the whole way back. And she's like, oh my gosh, Josh in the blue tent. This is insane. I can't believe it. She was like flipping out. They put Trubisky in.
Yeah, for like one play. And then Josh was like, I'm back.
Yeah. I saw something. They gave him some smelling salts and he was good to go.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of workouts, we got my friend Sheila Brown here with 2 big guys ready to get us into shape.
Okay, so we need to walk over to our guest right now, which we're very excited to do. You know, Ed is all about a workout. Our director, Nick, is swinging the camera over here. So we have a bunch of guests with us this morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Glad to have everyone with us. Of course, you know Sheila. So Sheila joins us occasionally. It's a nice little partnership that we have, and we love having you on. She's our third host.
We love Sheila Brown. I was calling her downtown Sheila Brown this morning. Sheila Brown, of course, the owner and operator of WUFO, and she is a powerhouse here in Western New York. And then two of our friends from Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, Emery and Dizzo, both of whom are getting us ready for this really cool event happening this weekend.
Yeah, so Sheila, maybe you can tell us a little bit about it. It's next weekend, right?
Yes, next weekend. So it's our annual expo, WUFO Health and Wealth Expo. It's our annual expo that we do every year. So it's October the 19th, and it's going to be at Aqua Lounge on Niagara Street. So we always like to start out with a workout. You know, whether it's Zumba, whatever type of floor activities. So our good friends at Highmark, one of our top sponsors this year, had a chance to get us Dizzo. And Dizzo is going to really work the people out. So, you know.
Dizzo looked at us like.
Look at Dizzo.
I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, I know, right? But Dizzo, what can we expect in the morning right at 9 o'clock at the expo?
First things first, the body of wealth, we're going to bring that energy. We love bringing energy, high energy music, getting you pumped up. And it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or if you're an advanced workout person, we have everything for everybody. So like burpees, lunges, squats, ab exercises, you name it. We're going to put it all out there.
I love that.
Yeah.
And
I can like hear him smiling next to me.
I
I'm so excited.
Her burpees too.
No, let me be clear. I hate burpees. They're horrible.
I don't think anybody likes
I was going to say, they're like a necessary
He
evil.
led with burpees.
Yeah. No one's going to show up now. No, I'm just kidding. Emery, this is a great partnership with Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield as well. Talk about that.
Just like you said, Sheila's a powerhouse.
Yeah.
So I love the introduction that you gave her. She's an author. She's a businesswoman. She's so many other things as well. So we're just happy to be able to work with her at Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. So the WUFO partnership, along with just working with Sheila in the community, gives us the ability to just hit the things that we want to hit in terms of wealth, education, just health and wellness, health equity. So I just want to say thank you, Sheila, for putting this event together.
Thank you guys.
And
for
thanks for
always
giving us an
partnering
opportunity
with
to be
me.
there.
Thank you.
So-
Dizzo.
And
Yes.
Dizzo, I have a question for you. Like,
Sure.
let's say I don't work out all the time. I want to come check out the expo, but you know, I'm not really sure. Maybe don't know what a burpee is. You know, you've got some people who are.
Dizzo, drop and give us 20.
I need one.
Do it.
So that's a burpee. No. But so, is it going to be? Are there different levels for different people? Am I still going to be able to take part if I can't do what you just did?
Absolutely. Even if you're just getting off of the couch, we have exercise for you. So we have different levels. We have modifications for you to do it. Trust me, everybody, you can be 80 years old, you can be 10 years old, and we have an exercise for you for sure.
Let me ask you this question, because you know, when we talk about health equity and we talk about fitness equity, especially in the city of Buffalo, it is so important to get people of all communities, of all voices, to be in one place doing the same things that so many of us are privileged to be doing. How do we, why is that so important for you, Sheila, in particular?
You know, I look at the zip codes that we personally serve, and so many times they don't work out. So many times they're eating food that's not healthy.
Right.
So years ago, when we first started our Health and Wealth Expo, and it's free to the community, and we have partners like Highmarks to give us bags, so the people walk around there, everybody's stand, and they get free stuff, whether it's scrunchy balls to sit down when you're at your desk, squeezing your hands, different things that you can do when you're just sitting there without actually doing a workout.
Okay.
Then we have a wonderful kid zone. So it's kid friendly. We're going to be making slime for the kids. We're going to be doing food demonstration, healthy food demonstration that still tastes good.
Cool.
To get you ready for Thanksgiving. So it's an all-day event. Starts from 9 in the morning to 8 at night.
Well, so Dizzo, maybe so for those folks who are watching right now, maybe they can't get out there. What can we do at home, perhaps, to kind of get the blood flow and get up and moving?
So much things you do, like resistance bands you can have at home. Something that's very easy. You can go to Walmart and grab them. They're like $5 or $6, where you can sit in a chair and just do arm curls with that one.
Like get muscles like you?
and they can
I
also
apologize for asking.
But
There's
seriously.
there's nothing to be done. Yeah.
And you're doing all right, man.
Yeah,
You're doing all right.
Oh, here we go.
Get out of here.
let me jump in and say something. Dizzle's coming off a really busy summer with Highmark.
Okay.
So to kind of answer what you were saying, we've been all over Western New York providing free workouts. Dizzo, he's been at Fitness at Canalside, Fitness on the Field at Highmark Stadium. They do Summer City Fitness at Johnny B. Wiley. That just finished. He's been doing pop-ups at Delaware Park, right? So he's been giving everyone this experience. You just kind of, follow Body of Wealth, follow Highmark, and we'll be able to promote that information for you guys in the future. But it's been there.
When people go and check that out, what kind of response do you guys get from them afterwards? Like, what do they say when they finish up that workout for the first time?
They don't say anything. So here's one thing I always want to let people know about Body of Wealth. And this is one of the things that grabbed me because I went and had the experience first.
You gave it a shot,
before we started working together. And we end off every single time with the electric slide.
I love
that. No matter what, if you can't do 20 burpees, you can't do the push-ups, you can't do the sit-ups, you can dance.
Yes,
right.
Everyone
can dance,
I
right?
love that.
All right, Dizzo, so show us. Give us an example. Okay, we know what a burpee is. We're doing lunges. We're doing what else?
So you can do limited squats right here. Some people have limited
I'll
range
do
of
it
motion
with
in their knees right here.
okay.
So instead of
Please
going
don't
all
have
the way
another
down
set
for a
of
squat,
pants.
they could just limit that squat here and start right there until they
Okay.
can increase that range of motion going down. We have stuff where we have people step into the side right here,
Love that.
right?
Mhm.
And you just get your heart rate going, right? They can't move as much. Little stuff like high knees here,
Okay.
right? Working on the core while you're standing up.
Love
a lot
that.
of people can't get down because they have issues because of knees, back, and stuff like that. So we give them options where they can stand up and still get a great workout in, right?
It's all about those options too, because everybody feels included,
Absolutely.
and they all feel. And so, Sheila, this is such an important thing for every community to be involved in. And you mentioned there's so many other things too. I love that it's kid friendly,
It's kid friendly.
and we're talking about diet too, because that
Yes.
also seems like it's such a big deal.
Such a big deal, right? So wintertime is when everyone wants to work out,
I
they
know.
want to figure, or they're going to be bunging eating.
Yeah.
So it's one of the two, right? So at the Health and Wealth Expo, we're going to try to give them a balance there, right? But it's so many panel discussions
Great.
that we're going to have about health and wealth. We have a man-up program because we show in our statistics that men do not go to the doctor regularly.
Mhm.
So we have been changing that scenario
Great.
on what our men do. And then after that, wealth, because health without wealth, it doesn't equal, right? So then we have panel discussions to really help you be a good steward of your money and how to do your money when you receive it from your paychecks, or if you have your own business, how do you really make your money grow?
I love that you guys serve as examples in our community, pillars in our community. But there are so many people who can't get that motivation, as you see from Caitlin. I need motivation, right? This
Hopefully we're helping
serves
Caitlin.
as that example. So I think it's super important. Sheila, we can follow you on Instagram at
Yes.
WUFO.
Radio.com.
Okay.
So all of our platforms is power965radio.com, and all the information for the expo is there from the morning to the evening. Then we close out, as they say, with the electric slide.
Yes.
We have three major artists that's coming in town. One's from Philly, one is from New York City, and one is from Detroit.
Oh my
And then our
gosh.
local artists. So we have a radio choir that is to die for, to sit back and listen to them. So we're gonna close out with some great music.
Dizzo, how can we follow you?
Bodyofwealth.com or all social networks, LinkedIn, Instagram at the Body of Wealth.
Emery,
At BCBS, WNY.
love this.
Let's go.
I
Very
want to
good.
give you guys something before I go, though.
Yeah.
I always tell people that chronic illnesses don't care about your excuses, right? They'll show up to your doorstep like a thief in the night and rob you for your good health. And I always tell people you can't afford that. Even if you have Bill Gates money, you can't afford to lose your health. So make it a priority to take care of you, because we actually need this, right? So take care of you.
I love that.
Caitlin talking about how she needs motivation. There it is for you.
Oh my
There
God,
it is.
Dizzo, can you be here every morning?
These are the gyms.
Oh my God.
Gyms that he drops every single workout. So not only do you get the electric slide,
Yeah,
he will
right.
come out and he will talk
You
to
get
you
the nice menu.
about, yes, he
I
will tell you
love
about eating right. He will tell you about your mental state.
Yeah.
And it is always authentic and is always wonderful.
I'm
Thank you.
here for
Fantastic.
that. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Let me
Glad to
just
have you on.
remind everyone one more time. This is Saturday, October 19th, noon to 8 p.m. at Aqua on Niagara Street. Live shows 9 a.m. to noon. List of events goes on and on from 12 to 4, and then 4 to 8 jazz events. I love that you're closing this out with the electric slide.
Yes.
Maybe you can give us a couple of moves here.
I know.
We'll
I don't
take it out
got
of
it.
the
I'm
way.
the DJ. I'm the one behind it. I'm hyping everybody up.
Wait,
I'm the
Ed,
hype man.
remind everybody, Sheila, Ed, how much is it?
It's
It's
free.
free.
There you go.
It's free.
It's free.
Thank you to Blue Cross Blue Shield, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Yeah.
for
Also,
helping
just to
out
be
there.
clear, the workout is at what time?
9 a.m.
9 a.m.
So get there early if you
Yes.
want to do the workout. You
9
want to,
a.m.
Bring your workout
Like,
clothes.
yeah.
Bring those shorts. Bring those
Please.
yoga pants. Bring whatever you need.
Yeah.
Be comfortable. Get the workout in.
I feel like you're gonna want to get a little stretch in before that workout.
Oh, I
too.
know.
A
Stay in
little
the
quad
parking lot,
shuffle.
get a little stretch, right?
Right?
No kidding. So much
hey,
fun.
we have a friend in common here, Lauren Lamastro, who just
Hey,
completed
Lauren.
a big event yesterday, High Rocks in Toronto. She was amazing, completed it in an hour and 16 minutes. And I was there just cheering her on,
Yeah.
super proud of her. And like to be a cheerleader in an event like that and seeing people of all different nationalities, ethnicities, just people from all over the place come together, it was so inspiring. So I
Yeah.
feel like this event is going to be just as similar.
You know what else is cool? There's so many different kinds of workouts. Like that's a perfect
Yeah.
example of stuff they were doing. I'm like, wow, I've never seen people do stuff like this. Like the number of different kinds of workouts. And you showed us some like kind of like lower, I don't know what intensity
Yeah.
workouts too.
Low
Like
impact, yeah.
I love that there's a little bit of something for everybody too.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Thanks
Yay,
again.
so much fun to have you on.
Can I shout out my fiance real quick? 'Cause she's
Yes!
at Laguina Porter. She's at the Body of Wealth doing classes while I'm here. So she's holding me down. While I'm here today. So I appreciate that.
Body of Wealth.
3200 Elmwood. We're right near Sheridan, up the street from Kmart Mercy Hospital. We're a block from there.
Perfect.
Yeah. So inside the school building there. we
Love
got-
that.
Yeah.
Sweet. Congratulations,
Very nice.
you guys.
Thank you
Good
so
luck
much.
to
We'll see you guys
you.
at the expo. You guys are going to be live there,
Yes.
so we're happy.
And we're actually coming to WUFO in a couple of weeks. We're looking
You're
forward
gonna
to
be
that.
live in the
Yes.
studio. First time ever where radio and television kind of meet together.
Love
It's
this.
gonna be live. It's
We're
gonna be
looking
so
forward
good.
to it.
I'm looking forward to this.
It's gonna be so good. So good.
So good
Yes.
to see you.
You
Thanks
too.
for coming.
Always. Always.
Yes.
So great to
So
see
good.
you.
You
Emery,
too.
we
So
appreciate
cute.
you.
It's so no.
I love it.
Second cup, everybody. This is
I
second cup. It was so
know.
nice to meet you.
You guys
Thank
are
you
the
for
best.
coming on. We appreciate
All right, we're
it.
gonna swing on over
Yeah.
here.
Guys.
Bye.
All right, guys,
See you
I'll
guys.
Hi,
Okay.
Sheila.
Oh wait, I guess we got to give back the mics, huh?
Yeah, John,
Honestly, you guys could do the show and it would be much more entertaining.
John will come in and take care of your microphones.
I love what Tammy says. Positive, uplifting. Yeah, it really is. Sorry, I'm like stumbling, but I can't really.
We're going to light it up.
Those glasses on you.
Do you love them or what?
Oh my god, so much fun! Like what? It's always fun to have like
Yeah.
guests who are like with it. You know what I mean? And we luck out here because
Oh,
we
no,
get all
no,
these
no,
fun
it's
guests.
no
It's so cool. Yeah.
They're
She was
like, wait a
adorable.
minute.
Joke. It is no.
Okay, that's really cool, Julie said.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how much it
Basketball
costs
courts at
to
Delaware.
live the American dream these days?
Okay, so this story's wild. So we had this on the news this morning. We're thinking about like, what do you think about when you think about the American dream? Owning a house.
White picket fence.
White picket fence. Yeah, owning the house, having the family, or doing whatever you want to do.
3.2 kids.
Yeah. So the American dream, if you will, whatever you define it as, or however you define it, they've put a number on how much money we need to have it right now. Edward?
$4 million. We are talking a lot of money. Oh,
Yeah, that's good. No, keep it, keep it the way it was.
we are talking a lot of money to live this American dream. And, you know, so many things included here. We're talking vacations. We're talking pets. We're talking children. We're
You know what else
talking
was included? Retirement.
retirement.
And that is such a huge deal when we talk about this kind of stuff. Like you have to have a lot of money saved up. It used to be like, if I have $1 million saved up for retirement, I'm gold,
Right.
right?
Caitlin says, haha, not in a lifetime. Home owning seems impossible. My sister honestly says the same thing. She's a nurse.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got student
She's got a
loans
great
to pay off.
job.
Yeah, but she doesn't ever think that she'll be able to afford a home.
So many people saying that. So my parents and I were just talking about this the other day. We were talking about like some of the like beautiful houses in Buffalo. Okay. Like, you know, some of those like not like unattainable houses, but some of the beautiful.
Oh, you mean
old
like Lincoln Parkway?
not the unattainable houses, but the beautiful. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like the beautiful, like old Buffalo homes. Okay. And just how much they cost these days compared to what
Oh,
they
I
used
know.
to. And we're talking in a couple of generations. too.
Elsie says, clearly not on a paramedic salary. Marry up. She says, winning. Caitlin says, rent is ridiculous. That's the other thing, too, is that even people who are renting are having to pay a lot of money these
Right.
days.
Like you're
It's-
not catching that break that maybe you used to.
Yeah.
And then thinking, hey, I'm going to rent for a little bit while I save up for a house.
And so she's looking for a new apartment. Ridiculous how expensive it is, she says. Yeah, it's not easy to afford home ownership, let alone renting.
yeah.
And so when you've got that kind of catch-22, do you pay for food or do you pay for shelter? you're kind of like, oh, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place
Right.
here.
Right. And then when you're paying for those things out of what you're making, you're not saving anything.
Crazy.
Do you know what I mean? If you're hitting that point where you're like, I don't have those extra, couple $100 to throw into a savings account.
Right.
Yeah.
The other thing that people are really concerned about this morning, the weather. Milton making a beeline for Florida this morning. And some folks who are Western New York natives now living down in Florida have already evacuated, and they are out of the storm's path, but now concerned about what the future has for their home. So we're talking about the American dream and then seeing it destroyed almost in one foul swoop.
So part of the issue that we're seeing down there, right, is like people's houses have been destroyed. There are people right now who they still have no power.
Right. And it could be weeks before they're even turned back on. Look at the damage here. This is all from Hurricane Helene, Martha Megan, who we spoke to on Second Cup.
And this, not even the worst hit area.
No, I know. Asheville,
parts of North Carolina
Yeah.
are really struggling.
washed out. So, we're thinking of everyone in the Southeast. Julie says, I'm not going to Florida. Connie says, yeah, I'm evacuated right now. Connie, what coast are you on and where exactly in Florida do you live? I know that, are you in Western New York right now? Or are you back in Florida? Yeah, Caitlin, isn't Florida about to get hit again? Exactly.
I know.
Lynn, good morning. Glad you're with us. My mom sold her house in 2019 to move into senior housing. She pays $2,500 a month. Now she's looking to buy a house before her cost of living goes up again. Senior housing is definitely not affordable. Well, and right, no housing is affordable, right?
I know, $2,500 a month. That's expensive. And it's so because by the time you're talking senior housing too, you're living on a fixed income.
Connie's on the East Coast, so she's evacuated right now. Gosh.
I think she's up in Buffalo.
Yeah, thank goodness. But our thoughts are with you no matter where you are in Florida, because you know that the storm isn't just going to stay in one place.
Pretty crazy. Want to show you guys this super cute video really quick too. Don't be alarmed when you see this. I promise the dog was okay. But Ed and I were like, oh, look at this video. So this little dog got hit by got stuck in it.
Grill.
How did that happen?
There's one more right here.
How did that happen? They're literally taking the car apart to get the dog. Saw that it happened and then didn't see the dog, right? And is like, what the heck? So stops, and there's the dog in this part of her car.
It's almost, look at that little face.
I know. I want to just snuggle that dog. It's so cute.
Screams Schnauzer to me. And
look at that thing in there.
You know how my heart sings for Schnauzers.
How'd you even do that, little buddy?
I just, oh my God, Amanda, poor little guy, but so funny. My puppy got stuck inside out.
Inside the couch one time.
Oh my gosh.
That happened to me one time. I was babysitting my friend's cat.
Oh.
She had
the kids.
No, thank God it wasn't a kid. It was a cat. But the cat had kittens, and I knew this. And she was like, there's 4 kittens. So I went over there and I just had to feed them and do the litter box stuff. This is years ago. And I'm like, 1, 2, 3 kittens. And I'd be like, 1, 2, 3 kittens.
Where's the 4th?
Come on. It went up in the couch, into a little crevice.
Oh,
it was
so
fine.
funny.
I was not.
No.
It was flipping out.
The panic.
Where is this cat? And then I heard "Meow." I'm like, oh my God,
Cute.
you're in here.
I was at the farmer's market on Bidwell and Elmwood on Saturday. One of my favorites. Love that place. But there was a couple of people who were trailering around a cage on a one of those Red Rider wagons, Red Flyer, whatever it is. These 6-week-old golden doodle puppies.
Oh my God.
There were 4 of them in this little crate, and every single person flocked to this couple just to pet the dogs.
What were they doing?
Just laying.
But were they trying to sell them?
I don't know, to
just
be
getting
honest
them out
with
for
you.
some fresh air?
I don't know, but I'll tell you, they were cute.
Oh, they're always cute.
I mean, these little golden fuzz balls.
Interesting.
I love puppies. There's nothing like a puppy dog.
I know. One time there was a man in a parking lot. I remember he told me he had puppies, and I was like, And my
And then he
husband
kidnapped you.
Well, my husband thankfully was with me. And he's like, "What is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Did you hear this guy? He's got puppies in his back of his truck." Paul's like, "Oh,
It was
God,
white,
Katie.
had a sliding van door, and he sucked you in all of a sudden.
Tell your children not to do what I do."
He
was
also
like,
had candy.
"Ma'am, do you like puppies?" And I was like, "What?"
He said, your mommy wants you to have one.
My husband's like, "Good God, Katie, like where?"
Or in Aruba.
Yeah, well, that almost happened too. There was a guy on the beach with a puppy in Aruba, and I was like, "Did you see this guy, Paul?" And he's like, "Yeah, Katie." I'll learn from my mistakes, I promise everybody. Now I have one of my own, so I'm a little more focused.
There you go. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.